Hi everybody. So in the last video, when I said that that was the last video that wouldn't have sound, I was wrong. This is the last video that won't have sound. So in this video, my neighbor's father, who you may remember, I barely remember, was here when the wing kit actually came in. He was here in, I think, October or September, sometime. Can't believe it's only been that long. And he came in and helped me unpack the wing kit. And so now he's back and hadn't been here in about 6 months, so I wanted to show him what was up. And right now, so like I said, I'm kind of stymied because I don't have a flaring tool to do the fuel overflow tube, and you kind of have to have that because the tube fits very securely, very snugly. You can't just seal in the final rib and then be done with it and then do the tube after. It won't work. Well, actually I bet, no, you could. Technically you could. You could actually put it in place because you could slide it through the vent hole. It actually would fit through the hole because you don't have the fitting in there yet. Oh, but then you wouldn't be able to put the fitting in. Well, no, you would be able to put the fitting in. You know what? Technically you could do it either way, but I don't want to take any chances. So instead, we are working on something that I had skipped over earlier, which were the attach brackets. So the attach brackets go on the back baffle and attach the tank to the main spar. They have you do these about page 2 or 3. Technically, you don't really need them until the very last page. So when my bandsaw blade broke, I said, screw it, I'll just take care of that later. Well, what better way to get people involved? So Jim here had never actually really been around planes much. I mean, he was actually he'd been an air traffic controller in the Navy, but he didn't like it. It was because it is a high stress job, but so he never really spent a lot of time around planes. But he's really enjoying this. So I said, look, you want to do a little work? I could have you rivet some stuff, and yeah, I got him to actually use the squeezer, which he enjoys. Very simple. But I said, let's just start with the basics and let's just deburr some metal. So we just sit here jabber jawing while cleaning stuff up. So yeah, I think so I got the last ribs going to go in. I got to put the fittings on, but then after I leak test it, I'm trying to think. I mean, do the baffle after this tank. I'm not sure where I'm going to go. As far as actual work for the plane, I'm thinking about. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing another wing, or the main spar, the other wing. But I'm actually thinking about going back and doing the fuselage, the tail cone. I don't know. Now I think once I'm done with doing the sealing again, it'll be easier. But once I get to that point, I'll make a decision then. But for now, just working on the Z's, and there we are, putting the nut plates on, riveting those in place. Love that squeezer. So we will continue this up probably next week in the middle of March. So I will see you soon.